Peace, what's poppin'? Bring my window up. What's poppin', Africans? What's going on? Man, I want to just rap with us for a second. You know, seeing some crazy ass comments, posts about this young brother. You know, everybody got their opinion. Everybody got something to say. Everybody's judgmental. Everybody got the young brother's feet in the fire. You know, everybody got something negative to say about this young brother, you know. And I want to make it clear that I'm not condoning nothing he said, nothing he did that was negative. I'm not condoning it. I don't support it. But at the same time, I know when I was 20, I'd have robbed half of y'all. Straight up. I would have stuck a pistol in y'all face. Just on the strength. Not saying I was a tough guy, nothing like that, but I was in the streets crazy. And I know that you college educated, holier than thou, righteous, Facebook revolutionaries, I know for a fact that some of y'all was straight nerds and lames. Some of y'all weren't even outside. Some of y'all weren't even coming outside. Y'all grew up in a 2-parent home, and your ass couldn't even come outside. So you ain't gonna relate. You're not gonna relate to nothing that's going on in the streets because it didn't pertain to you. You don't know nothing about it. It's like a whole nother world that you are clueless about. So yes, you're gonna have these negative comments. You're gonna have these judgmental ass comments. Yeah, straight squares. Straight squares. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with them being a square, but you can't talk about shit that you don't know shit about. You can't talk about it. Talk about that book shit. That's what you can talk about. You can talk about something that happened in a book, or something that happened at a chess club, or a yacht party or something. You can't talk about nothing in the street. So y'all ain't gonna relate. So I kind of was like bogus for even talking to y'all about a situation that y'all can't relate to. Y'all don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know. Y'all didn't even grow up in the hood. And if you did, your ass was a fucking square. You know? So y'all got these long ass dissertations about this young brother who was 20 years old when he was murdered, right? 20 years old when he was murdered, and lived a life way past all of y'all. He lived a life way past all of y'all. Seen more shit than all of y'all will ever see in y'all entire life. He's seen more than all of y'all. And y'all got the audacity to say something about this young brother. Oh, man, for the life of me, man, y'all some hypocrites for real. Because on one hand, if the police would have killed him, no, let me take that back, because if the police would have killed him, y'all still would be bringing up his background, because you trying to make an excuse for your cowardice and why your revolutionary ass, your fucking righteous ass is on Facebook instead of out here trying to resurrect these youth. Because you a coward, and you're not going to go out here and even ask these young brothers nothing. You ain't going to even say nothing to these. You will get in your goddamn car and lock the doors. riding past a group of youth because you scared of them. And they can see that you a fucking square. And you will be one of those ones on Facebook or going to your meetings in churches and all your mosques, your temples, and talking shit and looking down on these young people. That's why they don't respect y'all ass. That's why they be breaking in y'all shit and give you no respect. Because y'all will get on Facebook where it's a safe zone, a Facebook safe zone, and you will talk shit about these young brothers and sisters. Instead of trying to go and give them some of that knowledge that your ass got in your head. You know? This is why they don't respect you. This is why they say, fuck you old motherfuckers. This is why. I can go in the hood and be with these young brothers and these young sisters. I can go into jails and talk to these brothers and they listen. I got a lot of them on my Facebook page that hit me in my inbox and be like, bro, we see what you doing. We hear you, bro. Keep doing what you doing. We see you. You ain't 1 foot in and 1 foot out. We know your background. We know you. We appreciate you, brother. But you, Facebook, boy, y'all something else, man. Y'all are something else for real. Man, what's poppin' though, family? Golly. Yes, this young brother did some crazy ass shit. Put his hands on the sister. Did all of that. Chris Brown put hands on the sister and y'all still support him? Y'all still support him? Why? Because he Chris Brown? You know what I'm saying? This young brother, he made a lot of mistakes. You know? Your ass made mistakes too. Even though you was a square. You made mistakes. You know? Some of y'all might be pedophiles. Just to be honest, let's pull your background up. Let's pull up your record. We see you got this 15 character name on Facebook, but what's your real name? What's your real name? Where you from? What city you from? Can anybody from your city vouch for you? Can anybody from your city say, yo, this dude was woo woo woo, or this sister was woo woo woo? Half of y'all was hoes. And I'ma say it just like that. Some of y'all was hoes in the street. The whole neighborhood done ran through you. But now all of a sudden, since you done read a few books, heard a few YouTube lectures, now all of a sudden you better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? You better than the next man because he where you was 20 years ago. And you all of a sudden sitting in your lofty position. You sitting in your lofty car or your lofty house or in your corporate America job where it's safe at, outside of all the high-risk areas, and you on Facebook talking shit. Boy, y'all some hypocrites for real, for real. Y'all are some hypocrites for real, for real. And that's what needs to be happening right now. Who can vouch for you from your city? Who can vouch for you and say, yo, dude is this, or this sister is this? Who can vouch for you and say what you was on when you was 20? Who can vouch for you? Since you got so much to say about this young brother that was brutally murdered, you know what I'm saying? And once again, I'm not condoning nothing that he did. You know? Y'all talking about his music, but you like that fucking music too. You probably listen to that music on the way home. When you go into the club, you don't tell them people to, hey, I can't listen to that music because it's talking about killing black people. You don't say that. You listen to it and you dancing to it. But now all of a sudden, since he was murdered, that's the only thing you can bring up is his music, and because he put his hands on the sister. Some of y'all daddies beat y'all mama ass. Do you hate your daddy? Some of y'all mamas was getting beat and you watched her. Do you hate the dude that beat your mama? No, you don't. You still love him and call him daddy. So come on, man, get off the high horse, man. This is why we can't progress as a people, because some of y'all that get a little inkling of information, whether it's the church, whether it's the mosque, whether it's the 5%ers, Hebrew Israelites, whatever denomination or affiliation, organization, any of that shit, as soon as you get in that shit, you forget that your ass was ratchet as hell. Peace, sister. What's happening, Michelle? You forget all the stuff that you did. You forgot that you was a low-life piece of shit. You forgot all about that. So you can sit up and you can talk about people who have not reached the level of maturity that you reached, the level of knowledge of self that you reached. You can sit up and you can criticize them. You can talk shit about them. And I ain't tripping on the criticism, but the criticism must come with some upliftment too. You can't just sit up and criticize all day. You have to actually uplift at the same time. You can do both at the same time. While criticizing, okay, I'm gonna lift you and I'm gonna tell you something too. You can't just be sitting there criticizing people when you yourself ain't perfect. You ain't perfect. You didn't live a perfect life. You're not a stumped down revolutionary that you portray on Facebook. You're not this African, you holier than African priest. You're not. So cut the bullshit. And this is why we can't move, because you're not being transparent. If you were being transparent and saying, okay, look, this is my background. This is what I did. I can relate to this because this is what I did. I was there. I was once this person, but this is where I am now. Not wallowing in your transgressions, but at the same time, you can identify it and say, okay, boom, I did this, so I can't say that mine is more better or yours is worse than mine when you did something too. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of bugged me. I ain't gonna even lie. It kind of bugged me today because, you know, I see people who I respect doing it. And I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I don't give a fuck who you is. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I don't care. It is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna ever in my life look at my young brothers who are where I was when I was 20 years old and look down on them. You know what I'm saying? Look down on them like I grew up with a silver spoon or something. And that's what majority of y'all do. That's what the majority of y'all do. That's why you can get on Facebook all day and nobody's actually listening to you. Your family members know that you fake as hell. Everybody, your friends know. That's why you in the disguise of your name. You don't want nobody to know your real name. What's your real name? My name Chris Barnes. People know me. People, there's a lot of people from my from my city is on my Facebook page, and they can vouch and say, "Yo, dude is just what it is." And I'm not looking for a pat on the back, but I'm just saying that some of y'all can't do that. Some of y'all can't do that. Some of y'all can't even go to another city without getting treated like a lame. But you can get on Facebook and you can start talking all this down talk to people who your ass will ride past. You wouldn't even stop. If you seen it, you'll come on Facebook and talk about the young brothers need to pull their pants up. But if you was right in a restaurant with a young brother with his pants down, you ain't gonna say shit to him. You ain't gonna say a damn thing to him. You're gonna let him walk around with his pants down. You're not gonna say nothing to him because you're scared of him, because you're a fucking coward. Hey, yo, I just want to say, man, get up off your high horse, family. Get off your high horse. And for those of you who are actually who you are on Facebook in real life, man, I applaud you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't take what I'm saying offense. But I'm talking to you who you know that your ass is not who you portray you are on Facebook. You know you're not that person. You know you're not that person. You know what I'm saying? You know you're not. So don't come on Facebook with your holier than thou, self-righteous bullshit. Because motherfuckers who actually was in that shit can see through you. See straight through you. Like, come on, dude. Cut it out. You pressing too hard. You pressing too hard. You know? Be yourself, man. Be yourself. If you was a damn piece of shit, be a piece of shit. I'm not going to look at you no different. I'm going to look at you for what you are. I'm not going to look at you, you know what I'm saying? And me personally, I don't care how people look at me, but I just, you know, I do me. I do me. I'm not trying to fit into nobody's nothing. I do me. You know? And if it lines up to what you believe in, then, hey, it lines up. And if it don't, hey, man, that's on you. But, family, I just wanted to send this message out to, family, listen. The youth, we will sit here and say that the youth are our future, but until you actually going out and helping the youth, you can't say that. You can't say that. How are they our future if you ain't going to go out there and take that knowledge that you got and give it to them? You think they just going to get it just because? Ask yourself, did you get it just because? No, somebody had to actually give it to you and actually had to pull your coattail like, yo, bro, slow down. You moving too fast. You know? So I challenge myself too. We got to start talking to these young brothers and sisters. Don't wait till they goddamn shoot up the block and then come on Facebook and talk shit about them. Go talk to them. Because you might be able to save a life. You might be able to, they might be finna get ready to go whack somebody. And you can prevent it by you just stopping them that one time and talking to them like, bro, what's up? What you on? Go holler at them. Go shoot some ball with them or something. Anything. But you can't get on no corny shit with them because they ain't trying to hear that corny shit. They not trying to hear it. They didn't grow up like we grew up. These times are different. I'm 41, so times are different from when I was 20. Times was different. 20 years ago, the times was different. Everything was different. You know what I'm saying? So I can't base how I grew up or my experiences on 2018. Because we understand that the world is different. Everything is different. So these young people have to fight so much more than what we had to fight. Now, hey, I'll be back tomorrow, bro. This weekend. I'll be back this weekend, Kent. You know, it's crazy, man, that we stick our nose up at our young people. And we wonder why they are the way they are. Why they rebellious. Why they rebel. Why can't nobody grab them but the streets? The only thing that they attracted to is the streets. Because they see that y'all fake as hell. They see that you fake. Like you like a fake friend. Like you will act like you cool with them. But then you'll be talking about them behind their back. So they see straight through you. They see through you. They know you. You know, it's hard out here on these young people, man. It's hard out here on these young people, for real. It's hard out here, you know. They got so much against them right now. And the last thing they need is for y'all to be against them too. They got so much against them right now. So much is against them. And to have the very people who claim to love them against them, it's like, it's depressing as hell. It's like, yo, y'all be talking all this revolutionary, fight the power, let's uproot the system type stuff. But then y'all turn right around and shit on the people who y'all say y'all supposed to be trying to reach. Y'all turn right around and shit on them. I mean, literally shit on them. Like, it ain't nothing, you know? Man, they hurting. They hurt, bro. If you look into these young brothers, why you think they stay drugged up? Why you think they stay drugged up the way they stay drugged up? You think they just dope fiends for no reason? You think they just experimenting with drugs for just because they can experiment with drugs? No, they hurting. They in pain, you know? A lot of them grew up with mothers and fathers that was addicted to crack. You know? The mom was on crack, daddy in prison, you know? Ain't nobody raising them. Ain't nobody doing nothing for them. Ain't nobody got nothing positive for them. Everything as far as social programs that y'all had when y'all grew up, gone. It's gone. Like when I grew up, we can go to the schools. We can go to the school after hours and shoot ball. You know what I'm saying? We can go and we can ride bikes. You know what I'm saying? Times is different now, man. So, man, man, we got to ease up off these young people in a negative manner. We got to ease up off these young people, man. We got to ease up off of them. You know, ease up off of them. Especially if you ain't coming with them with some love. We talk this love shit, but do y'all really love these young people? Do y'all really love them? That could be your son. That could be your daughter. You know what I'm saying? That you walk right past. You know, you walk right past them. You see them doing something wrong. You know, back in the day, I know when I came up, man, shoot, I couldn't do nothing in my neighborhood without my grandparents knowing, my mama knowing. You know what I'm saying? And they, and the older people actually scolded me. They said something to me. They didn't just let me do stuff in front of them without saying something. They had courage. A lot of y'all are fucking yellow belly cowards. For real. And you selfish as hell. Oh, that ain't my side. That ain't my child. Man, that ain't my child. I ain't saying nothing to him. Come on, family. That ain't cool. For real, that ain't cool. Especially when y'all talking about this young brother music, but you like the ratchet music yourself. You like the ratchet music. Tell me you ain't got no ratchet music in your car, on your play, on your, even if it's on your PlayStation, your little devices when you go work out. Tell me you ain't listening to the ratchet music. Tell me you ain't listening to that music. Y'all complain about these young people music. Tell me you don't like that music though. Tell me you don't listen to that music. Tell me when you go to the club. See, we gotta make that distinction. There's a distinction between an elder and an older. A lot of these folks ain't elders. They are olders. They just old as hell. That's it. An elder, it would not do that. An elder is gonna actually say something to these youth. They got something positive for them. They're going to criticize them. Well, not really criticize them, but they're going to correct them in their errors. But they also going to do it in love. These people that's just criticizing these young people are olders. They're not elders. There's a difference. And we got to stop giving these old ass people title of an elder. Because that's a reverence that we give them a high reverence. Even though we don't disrespect the elders, we still give the elders that little bit more of respect, because we know that they ain't just looking down at us. You know what I'm saying? So we most definitely have to make that distinction that These people ain't old. These people are not elders. These people are olders. They are old. That's it. They are worse. Matter of fact, they criticizing these young people. But ask yourself, I see it all the time. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. People in my age group, I'm 41. People in my age group, you come on Facebook and you talk about these young people. But I know you. I know you. So you have no position to talk about them when they doing the same things that we was doing when we were young. Exactly. We forget. Hey, brother Mutulu, I watched yesterday, and I have to be honest, I've never listened to this young brother's music. But I just so happened to see that I think a brother had posted that he had got murdered, and they was like, the post said, y'all killed him, but Zimmerman is still alive. Now, I'm not even going to touch that subject because I don't even want my name associated with that whole topic. But that was the subject that y'all killed this young brother in Florida, but y'all let Zimmerman walk around, right? So I went and looked and seen who the brother was. I didn't know who he was. I had to be honest. I didn't know who the young brother was. I seen him before, but I didn't know who he was. You know what I'm saying? I seen some stuff where he said that he was better than Pac, and I didn't take offense to that. I didn't take offense to him saying that he was better than Pac because I went and looked at some of his concerts. Man, them young people was turned. When I'm talking about the whole crowd was turned. So in his mind, in his generation, he is the equivalent of a Tupac. And we can't get on our high horse and say that he can't say that. We didn't get mad at Muhammad Ali for saying he was the greatest. We didn't get mad at Mayweather for saying what he say. So how we gonna get mad at these young people for saying, yo, I'm better than Pac? That's his opinion. We can't get mad at that young brother's opinion for what he said because he said he was better than Pac. Come on, man. Family, man, we got to get off our high horse for real, for real. We got to get off our high horse and stop acting like, golly. Family, we gotta connect with these young people. We gotta connect with these young people for real. We seriously, and I applaud all of those who have programs and places for these young people to attend, because that's the work. That is the work. These young people that is the work. I applaud those who go into the prison, these youth centers, and talk to these young people and try to give them a different option. You know what I'm saying? That is the work, family. The work ain't just criticizing these young people. That's not it. That's not it. Listen, if somebody came to you and the only thing they was doing was talking shit about what you do, how you wear your clothes, how you wear your hair, how you wear your hat, why you got tattoos on your face. If somebody came to you and the only thing they was talking about was what you were doing, you're gonna instantly shut down. You're not trying to hear shit they got to say. You're not trying to hear nothing they got to say because they bringing you problems without bringing you a solution first. You know what I'm saying? They bringing you some drama before they even come in to say hi. Before they even say hi to you. They giving you some negative energy as far as, yo, you shouldn't be wearing your clothes like that. You should put your pants up. I don't want to see your underwear. But damn. You ain't even asked the brother, yo, why you wear your pants like that? Why you wear your pants like that? That's simple. That's a simple question. Like, yo, bro, why you wear your pants like that? Then you can see where he coming from and why he wears his pants like that. He might not even know why he wears his pants like that. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all will come on and say, yo, I've seen crazy ass shit like that and say, yo, if y'all dress better, the police wouldn't harass y'all. Get the fuck out of here. Do you understand what the police is? The police is a terrorizing force in our community. So whether he had on a suit or whether he had on his pants sagging, the police still gonna fuck with him. So come on, man, that's a dumbass. Ah, man, family. The young people is the work. The young people is the work. We got to do something for these young people, right? We can't keep bashing on these young people. We can't keep talking shit about them. We can't keep huddling up in our little meetings and we talking shit about them. You know, go get the youth. You got some youth in your family. Go talk to them. Holler at them. See what's up with them. Matter of fact, listen to some of the music that they listen to. Because I'm sure your parents was listening to, hated your music. I'm sure your parents hated your music when you was young. My mama hated my music. I listened to the NWAs and the Tupacs and the Ice Cubes. I listened to that music. My mama hated that music. You know what I'm saying? But my daddy listened to it. So he kind of understood it a little bit differently, you know. But family, we can't keep banging on these young people for real and expecting them to get what we trying to say. We can't keep banging on them. Every time they do something, damn. This is why they don't want to come around. This is why they don't want to participate. This is why they don't want to be bothered with you. This is why. Because every time you come around, all you're doing is nagging on them about something that's petty. You nagging them about something petty. Instead of bringing them something good, you nagging them about something petty. Why you got all them tattoos on you? Because it's his body. Why you got all the tattoos on your face? You know you ain't gonna get no job? Well, maybe he don't want a job. Maybe he want to be an entrepreneur. Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think that, yo, he got all them tattoos, he must not even be trying to get no job, so I ain't even finna talk to him about no job? Why you trying to force the same slavery? Why you trying to force the same slavery on them that you are enduring? If you saying you want better for them. Let them be free. Let them children be free, man. Let them go and do what they do because they children, they youth, they young people, so they gonna make their mistakes. But you supposed to be right there to help guide them and show them, number one, in yourself. You got to show them in your own person something that is better. Well, not better. Let me not say that. Something that is different from them. You got to show them a clean glass. Not saying that you better or you are without blemish, but you got to show them your maturity. Show them your maturity. You know what I'm saying? And not just talk them your maturity. You got to show them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, they hear you talking. Yeah, they hear you talking. They hear you talking. But you ain't living that shit, man. You ain't living it. You ain't really living that life. You put on dashikis and you got on ankhs and you wear the red, black, and green flag and you got on your Orisha beads and you got on all of that, but they see you sliding to the weed man and copping you a gram. They see you sliding to the crack house and grabbing you a sack. They see you at the liquor store grabbing you a fifth of hen with them. So they like, yo, how is this nigga on here talking shit about us and you in the same spot we in? You doing the same thing we doing. You in the club with them acting crazy just like they acting crazy. So they like, yo, you was a hypocrite, dude. How are you condemning us for something that you like to do? They see you in the club bobbing to the music, but then you come on Facebook and talk about the music. How that work? They see you bobbing to it, rapping to it, you know what I'm saying? They see you cheating on your damn spouse, but you telling them about some morals and ethics and principles. But they see you doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. And some of these cats are selling drugs, bro. Come on, man. Hey, y'all can, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can miss me with that. Because I see you. And they see you, man. Jeez. They see you. They see you, family. If you think they don't see you, they see you. You think they dumb? They not dumb. These young people are far from dumb. Matter of fact, I'd have had conversations with young people and I'd be like, yo, what you know about prison reform and woo-woo? They have these conversations amongst each other. They be talking amongst each other. They be talking about social issues and history and stuff like that. They know. They know. They are aware of some things, but they don't see themselves in it. They don't see no spot for themselves in anything that you got going on, because only thing you're gonna do is negatively look down on them. So they like, shit, I might as well stay out here in the street. This is why a lot of people come on Facebook and they say, man, forget the conscious community. All they do is these people, all they do is nag, and all they do is, man, the vegans talking about everybody, and you got the meat eaters talking about everybody, you got the Christians talking about everybody, you got the people who believe in Egypt talking about everybody, and it's just so much back and forth, nagging, crying, whining, debating, crying, whining, nagging, debating. And they like, yo, do I really want to go and participate with that? Hell no. I'd rather stay out here in the street where I have a little semblance of loyalty, a little semblance of respect and honor and code. Y'all can't even stick on code, yo. It's like, damn. Somebody in your organization make a mistake, y'all blasting them online. Man, look, man, family. Woo! Damn, yo. We got to get off our high horses. For real, for real. That's crazy, man. I'm looking at these comments. Yeah, J. Cole was one on the album, bro. Hey, Kent, if you still on here, see, this the thing right here, right? This is the responsibility of those who were, quote unquote, once in the streets. You have a duty now, brother. You have a duty now, sister, to go back to those same streets that you used to do your dirt on, because them young people was watching you, right? They was emulating you, right? You know, they was watching your moves and saying, yo, he cool. Man, he thugging. He a goon. Now you got to go right back and you got to explain to them, I made a mistake. I was following somebody who was making mistakes. Being a goon against black people, that's not the way, brother. That's not the way, sister. You know what I'm saying? We have a mutual enemy. Right? And it's just sad to say that majority of us, when we learn some type of information, when we get some books, we start reading books and stuff, we kind of like get in this position of, I'm better than you now. You know, we see it over and over, and I done seen it in different religions. Like, you sit in this lofty position to where, thank God I made it. But you forget about the people who watched you. You forget about the people who you hurt. You forget about the people who you left behind. You know what I'm saying? You get your little stuff and you know what I'm saying? We become selfish. We become egotistical, and we egomaniacs now. It's all about me. It's me, mine. I gotta get mine. As long as I'm getting mine, forget them. I'm getting mine. I'm getting my bag. Man, everybody getting a bag. So what, you getting your bag? Everybody getting a bag. Who cares about a bag? You know what I'm saying? Who cares about a bag? You know? You got your bag, but you scared to actually make some moves because you terrified that these young people gonna rob you. You know what I'm saying? You petrified of these young people. You know, my mama age group, they wasn't scared of us. They was not scared of us. But now it's like everybody's scared of these young people. And you open your eyes like, wow. Right, for sure, bro. And that's the thing right there, bro. That's the thing right there. if you're pointing a finger, right? If you're pointing a finger at anybody for doing anything, right? You know me, I talk a lot about stuff that pertains to me specifically, like as far as cheating. I say, I be kind of hard on my brothers because I was once a cheater. You know what I'm saying? I was once a cheater. I cheated on women before. I dogged women. I literally dogged women. You know? This is why I can uplift my wife now. I didn't cheat on my current wife or dog my current wife, but I'm saying in the past, this is what I was. I was not faithful to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I can sit here and say, yo, brothers, man, we got to do better with our women. We got to do better. And then I can raise my hand and say that, yo, I'm not perfect. I don't always make the best decisions. You know, me and my wife have disagreements, arguments, you know. But when I say something to my brothers, I'm also saying it to myself. That's the thing. I can say, hey, I need to do it too. You know. So we can't just be coming to our brothers and sisters, especially the youth, and just pointing fingers at them and saying, you gonna do this, you need to do this, you need to, come on, you can't do that. Cause you know you don't want nobody to do it to you. You shut down. So what you think they doing? They shutting down. They don't want to hear that shit. On the real, I for sure don't be wanting to hear, like, man, get out of here. You know? So I challenge us, man. I challenge us. Yo, start with the youth in your family. Start with, if you just calling them on the regular, checking up on them. You know what I'm saying? Call them on the regular and check up on them. Like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Go to some of their damn basketball games. Go to their football games when you can make them. You know? Go check up on them at their schools. Hang out with them. Play video games with them. Talk to them. You know? Give them some of that information that you got. Have them write a political prisoner. You know what I'm saying? Ask them what's bothering them. Ask them what they need. Don't just go telling them what they need to do. Ask them what they need. What's troubling them? How do they see the world? How do they see their neighborhood? How do they see what's going on in politics? Go ask them questions. Don't just go to them telling them what the hell to do, because they don't want to hear that shit. I'm telling you from experience, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. This is why there's a disconnect between the old folks and the young folks, because you're going like a dictator, like da 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 da, instead of you coming as a servant. We supposed to be servants of the people. We supposed to be servants of the people, right? We don't supposed to be going and telling them what they need, telling them what they need to do. They will see. They'll see it. Once you live in it, you got to be living it too, yo. And I'm not saying that you have to be perfect, but you have to. Some shit you just can't be doing, right? Some shit you just can't be doing. Brother, if you married or if you in a relationship with a woman, they can't see you out flirting with every woman. But you telling them about some righteousness. Hell no. Hell no. If you got children, brother, you can't be telling them about some shit and you ain't even talking to your own damn children, bro. That ain't gonna work either. You can't be telling them about some shit and you ain't telling your own children. Because they ain't trying to hear that shit either. You know what I'm saying? Sisters, you can't be telling them about some modesty, but you dressing like them. But then you would turn around and call them young thotties. You can't do that. Because they not going to hear you. They not trying to hear you. You know what I'm saying? They are not going to hear it. I'm telling you from experience, they not trying to hear that shit. You sitting here trying to condemn them for some shit that you do. Condemn them for some music that you like listening to. And I say it all the time. I like listening to y'all call it ratchet music, because I can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? I can relate. I haven't always been a book reader. You know what I'm saying? Me too, bro. I haven't always been a book reader. I haven't always been a person that was loving black people. I didn't always love black people. Many of us can't be honest and say that shit, that I didn't always love black people. I didn't. I can raise my hand and honestly say that. I didn't always love black people. I wasn't always race first. I wasn't always the way I am now. Hell no. I will rob your ass in a minute. Break in your car. Steal your car. Sell your mama some crack. Come on, man. I wasn't on that. Walking around with books and backpacks and all of that. Right, Ken, yo. See, I was on a brother post earlier and I just asked him, I said, bro, did you always love black people the way that you love them now? Because the brother had posted up some comments that the young brother XXX has said, which was kind of like some, I ain't gonna, what'd he say? He said, he ain't gonna be carrying guns no more. He gonna be stabbing N-words. He gonna be stabbing the N-words in the stomach and stuff like that. And I had to say, bro, did you always love black people? Were you always race first? So we hate to have that mirror put up to us. You know what I'm saying? We hate to have that mirror put up to us and that reflection hit back and it shows us at a time when we were not where we were now, where we had to grow. I'm still growing into my maturity. I still do childish shit that I've been doing it for so long. I'm thinking I'm right, But family, we got to get off our high horse. It's a war outside, and we ain't preparing these youth for that war. We talking about we can be amongst each other talking about we at war, but we ain't outside telling these youth that we are at war. So we got them out here unprepared like a motherfucker. They are unprepared like a motherfucker. They are unprepared to be able to deal with the realities of this world. You know what I'm saying? They are unprepared to deal with the realities of this world, and you can sit comfortably in your lofty position on Facebook and look down on them and talk shit about them. But you ain't out preparing these same youth that we all can agree is our greatest generation. You hear this all the time. This is our greatest generation. And in my opinion, this is why I say that this is our greatest generation, because these are the youth that don't give a damn about shit. They don't care about none of this lame ass shit that everybody else is in love with. They don't care about that shit. They don't care about how many books your ass done read in your church. They don't care about none of that mosque shit. They don't care about none of that shit. They are rebellion. They rebellious to everything. They do their own thing. They make, this is why these young rappers got they minds, they hearts, and they spirits right now. This is why the rappers can tap into them, because they know something that you don't know, that they don't care. They don't care. And all we have to do is put them on the right program, put them on the right platform. We get them to the right platform with that rebellious spirit. Oh my God. Y'all keep talking about a revolution. Y'all keep talking about the revolution won't be televised. That shit will be televised, because they gonna Facebook that shit. They gonna Snapchat that shit. They gonna FaceTime it. They gonna Facebook Live it. We didn't have Facebook Live and Snapchat, Instagram. They got it. This is why they posting up they pistols on Facebook. I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? They smoking weed. They popping pills. They doing all the shit that we wasn't doing. Because they don't care. They don't care, man. And I don't blame them for not caring. I don't blame them for not caring. What did we do for them? What did we leave for them to do? All of the funding for social programs in our community is gone. It's gone. Gone. They go to the Boys and Girls Club. What they gonna do? They gonna just sit there and be bored out their mind. These babies their minds are moving faster than ours. Their minds are moving faster than ours, and we fucking killing them with boredom. They are bored. You know what I'm saying? This is why they can sit around and they be mischief, because they bored. They bored. We ain't got nothing for them to do. So they rebelling that shit. So they can sit on the street corner all night. You know what I'm saying? And get up and do stuff that we probably ain't gonna do. All right, family. I done rambled enough. I hope y'all got the gist of what I was saying. Yo, we gotta stop. We gotta stop being hypocrites. For real. We gotta stop being hypocrites. We gotta stop being hypocrites. We gotta stop acting like we better than the youth. We're not better than them. We just know a little bit more information. That's it. So that information, we supposed to be transferring that information to them, because we gotta pass the torch to them. We passing them a torch without a fire in it. We passing them a torch without a fire in it. So now they just wandering in the wilderness and don't know where the hell they going. And we criticizing them for it. We criticizing them for something that we didn't do for them. My generation, yes, the generation before us left us out too. They left us out too. But once you get knowledge of self and you get knowledge of information as far as what really happened, as far as the war on drugs, the films, the movie, the music, how everything shifted from positive to negative, and that was a fucking attack on black people. We can try to rationalize it and try to make it seem like that's not what it was, but that's what the fuck it was. Crack cocaine, the music, movies, the way that black people, black males in particular, but black women too, but black males in particular, the way that we were portrayed on all spectrums of life was negative. So that shit was embedded in us. So we thought it was cool to be a dope boy. You know what I'm saying? We thought it was cool. You ain't missed nothing, Brittany. Peace. I'm glad you tuned in, though. You know, we thought it was cool to be a drug dealer. And for the most part, some of us, we living in a society where shit, we are fucking oppressed. A lot of us don't think that we are oppressed because we got good jobs. A lot of us don't think that we are being oppressed because we got a nice apartment, or we got a nice house, or we riding in nice cars. We don't think that we are being oppressed. You know what I'm saying? Kent, I don't even like to say that that's our culture, because it's not our culture. White people created this shit that we are accepting as culture. White people created this shit. That's not our shit. White people created this. We have to go back and get our culture. That's what we have to do. We have to go back and get our culture and actually live our culture. This shit that black people say that is our culture, that shit is not our culture. We just adapted to this shit that white people put on us. That's it. We are chameleons. We have been adapting to oppression. This is what we have done. This is what we done. Just think about it, right? Just think about it. The clothes that we wear right now, the fashion, what's hot right now. Who's pushing this shit on us? You wear these fucking tight ass fucking pants where you see fucking your balls hanging, your balls is tight, your fucking ass cheeks are fucking squeezed together. Who's pushing this shit on us? Who's making this shit who's making it cool? Even though we see the rappers wearing it, who's making it cool? Who are their stylists? Who's putting this trap music out? Who's in control of this music that's being pushed on the airways? Who in control of the radio stations? Who are in control of these Sony and these BMGs, and who in control of all of this music? We not in control of that shit. So we can't say that that's our culture. I disagree, Kent. And I'm explaining why I disagree. That this shit is not our culture. This shit that we calling culture has been imposed on us. This shit is being imposed on us, bro. I'm finna give you a prime example. Say it's a song. Prime example, the Trinidad James. And this is just a prime example of Trinidad James. When that gold on my gold on, I hated that shit. But I heard the shit so much on the radio. I heard it on the radio. I heard it in commercials. White folks then took it and they appropriated it and put it in commercials and made it cool. And you heard it on the radio so much, and it was so catchy that you started to actually like it. A lot of this shit that we like, we don't really like that shit. The clothes that we wear, we don't really like it, but we ain't got no choice because we refuse to buy black. We refuse to buy black. We refuse to do it. We refuse to do it. We will sit here and say that a brother's t-shirt costs too much, but to turn right around and go buy some fucking hospital-looking ass shoes, some Balenciagas, and pay $600 for them. But a brother in Detroit got a shoe company, Nagash shoes. Oh, them ugly as hell. But have you seen the Balenciagas? Them look like some orthopedic hospital shoes that rappers have been putting on, and since they cost $600 and the average black person can't afford them, so you telling us that now I'm better than you because I can afford these $600 shoes and you can't afford them, but I got the money from you from coming to my shows and supporting my music, that I'm better than you. So nah, bro, I don't accept this as our culture, bro. I don't accept it at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't accept it at all as what we see as our culture. We create our culture when we do the opposite of what they do. Or we do the opposite of what they saying is cool, we do the opposite of that. If they saying that skinny jeans is cool right now, we do the opposite of that. We wear our pants saggy. We wear our pants baggy. How did our pants go from being baggy to now they tight? You know what I'm saying? Why do we wear, back in the day, we was wearing tall big t-shirts. Now we wearing t-shirts where we showing our titties. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, bro, I don't accept what we actually seeing as our culture. And many may not agree with me as far as hip-hop. That shit ain't our culture either. Prior to Jerry Heller, if y'all don't know who Jerry Heller is, that was the damn Jew who put out NWA and said that he seen something in NWA that would change the world. And he was not lying. They changed the world. They changed the world view. They changed music with that music. And we can all say that, you know, they putting out pain music. Yeah, man, but at the same time, if I'm wallowing in pain, that's all I'm gonna be about is pain. We need some upliftment so we can change our thinking. That's our problem. We need some upliftment to change our thinking. We got to change our vibrations. We got to vibrate higher. We're so low right now. We so low level thinking. We think so low. We thinking so low. So nah, bro, I don't accept that as my culture. And once again, I have to say that I like listening to that music. When I'm in the car by myself, I like listening to that music because I can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to it. because I grew up listening to it. So that's why I can relate to it. And some of the struggles that some of the brothers be rapping about, I actually went through it. So I can relate to it. So, yeah. Yeah, we got to reprogram, bro. We got to reprogram ourselves. And that starts with us, though. That starts with us. That starts with us, bro. We can't expect our youth to reprogram themselves if we not reprogramming ourselves and actually going and give them something different. These young brothers are talented. The ones who we say putting out trash music, they are talented. They talented. You know, we can hate on them all day. You know what I'm saying? These old rappers be, hating on them because they ain't got the shine or getting the money because they wasn't able to get the finances that these young people are getting. So it be sprinkled with some hate. They salty. They upset. They mad. Just like the older basketball players are mad at these young brothers who come in and they getting shoe deals and they getting endorsement deals and they getting these big checks. You know what I'm saying? They salty because they wasn't getting that type of bread when they was playing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they be coming out and they be saying, that dumb shit that they be saying. And instead of saying, yo, we see that the times have changed, so we understand why you can be on internet. You can be on the internet and you can be an internet sensation and you can come up and you can make a lot of money. Like I was just talking about Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy came out and even though he put out music that many of us say is trash, he came on the internet and blew up. So, yeah, we got to get off our high horse, though, for sure. We got to get off our high horse, We got to start connecting with these young people. For real, for real. We got to start connecting with these young people. We got to start connecting. Don't just keep walking past them, seeing them doing stuff, and you don't say nothing to them, Don't go to them like you they daddy or they mama, but, you got to just go and talk to them and ask them, why you doing that, bro? What's up? What's going on with you? What's going on at home? A lot of them are going through shit at home, man. They daddy's in prison or they don't know they daddy. You know what I'm saying? They ain't nobody raising them. They mamas out here running the streets, Mamas is out doing their own thing because they didn't have a mama that show them some love, so they don't know how to give love, or they over compensating for not being at the house with them, so they buying them every damn thing and they not making them earn nothing, so they spoil rotten, and so instead of us talking to them, we going and we criticizing them, man. Damn, family. This is, and I had to say this because it kind of bugged me. This is why I got so upset. Well, not upset. This is why I was so confused with the whole Umar and the school situation. Because he could have easily did that little bread that he raised. If he was really about that life, that little bread that he raised, he could have went to different cities and started programs with that bread. Started little schools or help fund the African-centered schools that we already have. He could have helped fund them instead of being an egomaniac and saying me, my school, mine. Instead of saying mine, he could have said this is for the collective of us. This is for the collective of us. I want to do something for us, not just mine, my school, mine. And this is what these young people seeing too, that you got good information. We ain't gonna knock you for that, but we also see that you're an egomaniac. You know what I'm saying? We also see that you are a narcissist. We see that, so we don't want to fool with you. Hell no, we ain't coming to see you, A lot of these lecturers be talking that shit about the youth, but if you spin the camera around on the audience, you don't see no young people in there. Ain't no young people in there. Ain't no young people in them lectures paying no $20 to come and hear you talk about some shit that your ass done heard Dr. Ben, Ivan Van Sertima, and all the other ones, John Henry Clark, Dale Jones, Amos Wilson, the information that you regurgitating, they can go listen to that on YouTube from the original presenters of the information. You know what I'm saying? So when they sit here and they talk about the youth this and the youth that, but you just scan the camera, just go on YouTube and look at some of these dudes' lectures. Ain't no young people in there. Ain't no young people coming to hear them, cause they ain't got $20 to get in, and they ain't gonna let you in unless you got the $20, cause it's a bulldog at the door telling you that you can't get in cause you ain't got $20. But the information is supposed to be for you, the youth. Come on, man. Yeah, family. My brother Asafo Chamu Asafo. What's up, brother? So glad y'all youngsters, young bloods are finally rising up and speaking up about the issues. Go ahead and keep on. Man, we in the live or die situation right now. For real, for real. I don't like watching the news, but I see what's going on in the world from time to time. I don't even like watching the news because that shit is so fucking depressing. You know, it's so depressing that we actually live in a country or live in a world where people's personal lives are greater than the whole of all the people. You know, you see the political circus of people tap dancing, and you see greedy people who claim to be humanitarians, but they selfish as hell. Like, they want to give their $1 million endowments but get a tax breaks, and so the shit be so fucking depressing just watching that shit. Like, damn, y'all wonder why these youth are so me, because they seeing it from you. They seeing you. They seeing you. They see you talk about me. It ain't no, hey, let's collectively do something. You know, let's collectively build something. You know. So so we in a live or die situation right now. My brother Marcus Klein, man, I have to say this. I went to my brother's school, man. My brother got I think he said over 100 students. And just me watching those students, when he asks a question, how they like Pop-Tarts out of a toaster with their hand raised up to answer the question. And the excitement and the enthusiasm and the participation on their face, and how they looked when they didn't get picked to answer the question. That meant a lot. Like, yo, my brother's actually doing something for these youth. You know, he actually doing something. So I had to go back to this dude again that's talking about he won $1 million, $1 million school, and now all of a sudden he wants you to pay for him to be a lawyer. I have to look at these people like, man, we got to start calling a spade a spade. I'm not saying the brother can't be redeemed, but we got to keep it 100, fam. Yo, dude is on some bullshit. Straight up. We got to say it. And I'm not saying it to attack the brother or nothing, but I'm just saying, dude on some bullshit, and he ain't the only one. But we can specifically say that my dude on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up bullshit. You done raised all this bread with all these African-centered schools around the country. Some of them are being closed down because they ain't got funding. Because African people, we can say we got all the bread, but man, cost of living is going up. You see how high gas is. You see how high milk is. You know what I'm saying? brother, Marcus Klein, y'all hear what look what my brother say. My brother say he just heard an interview by the rapper, the brother XXX, that just was murdered. Brother had plenty of insight. RCs need leadership. I mean, man, that's true, man. Like, yo, they tired of being screwed over, man, by people who claim to love them, and they don't really love them. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, I think that those youth should be trained up as leaders, because a lot of them are leaders. Yo, man, there's some young brothers out here, man, that's leaders in these street organizations. Who asked for the money? I was talking about that Gary Sherman dude. What's his name? Umar Johnson. That's who I was talking about. But yeah, these youth, man, a lot of these youth, they running blocks. They running blocks like they got neighborhoods on lock, where they got lieutenants up under them, and they ain't nothing but 18 to 19 years old, and they getting money, and they ain't not trying to hear none of that other stuff that we talking about, because they don't see us actually doing shit, and they over there getting money. You know what I'm saying? Right. My sister Kaleka, right. Hold on, let me go back to my brother, Asafo. He said, within the context of a serious movement, he would have had to take a blood oath for his actions as it affects our people. And if that oath would have been breached, every pint of his blood would have been delivered to the people. Hey, bro, see, when you start talking like that, brother, that scares people. Because a lot of these people, and I just had to say it earlier, that a lot of these dudes who claiming this black power stuff, this revolutionary stuff, they didn't grow up in a struggle. They didn't grow up in a struggle. They grew up in a 2-parent household. They went to good schools. They went off to college after high school, and all of a sudden they got introduced to Kemet, and they started studying and reading up on stuff. So they didn't really struggle. So their point of reference as far as loyalty, principles, and that type of thing, they don't understand a dude who grew up in a street organization, who has principles, who has morals, who has ethics, and a code that he lives by. They don't understand that shit. So, and I don't knock them, but this is what we got. We got people who are college educated, and I'm not knocking you for going to college. That's what you chose to do. That's what you chose to do. But I'm saying you got people who are college educated, don't know shit about the streets, but trying to say something about the streets. You can't say nothing about the streets because you don't know shit about the street. You don't live by the street rules. You don't live by street laws. You don't even know street laws. Honestly, my wife said, what's the solution? I mean, that's what we trying to figure out. What is the solution? What is the solution? You know? Ah, man. Damn. One solution is we got to get off our high horse and stop looking down on these young people. We got to stop looking down on them and try to connect with them somehow. Stop looking down on them and stop just trying to go and dictate some shit to them. Just going trying to tell them what they should be doing. Tell them what they need to be doing. And let them be free. Let them have their internet. If they want to be on the internet, let them have the internet. If they want to have tattoos all over their face, let them have tattoos all over their face and all over their body. Because maybe they're not trying to go get a job. Maybe they are meant to be entrepreneurs. Maybe they are meant to be business people. Maybe they meant to be vendors or whatever. Maybe they're not meant to go work for corporate America. You know? Maybe they meant to do music. You know? Maybe the brothers are meant to do music. You know? And the brother was talented. You know? Because I looked at the concert. We right, we can. I looked at a couple of the brothers' concerts, and I'm telling you, them young people was in there crunk. I'm talking about they was crunk. You know. So that let me know that he got they minds, he got all of them. If he tell them to go left, they gonna go left. If he tell them to go right, if he tell them to click this link in the bio, if he tell them to click this link in the bio right now, thousands of these youth gonna click the link in the bio. If he tell them to make this video go viral, thousands of them gonna make the video go viral. So it's on y'all who have all this information or have all these answers to connect with these young people that have these followings. Connect with them. Slide them to them. Yo, bro, let me put this on you. Let me put this on you. Hey, yo, what's up? How can I be of assistance to you? You know? Hey, if you ever need somebody to talk to, hey, bro, I'm here. You know? But, anywho, it's workout time. Time to go hit this gym. Man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know? Organic Talk Live will be back up and running every week next month. Kind of took a breather, man, because, you know, I was getting kind of fed up with the way Facebook Live would be shutting my videos down. You know, wouldn't let them go through. And I was kind of tired of the platform, you know. But, you know, several people have asked me about it, so I'm definitely going to get back on it. Hold on, what my sister say? My sister Kaleka, she says the only way to hold them accountable is through our work. That's the solution. We can only measure one another through what we produce. We can say, look what we building, get with it, or be on the other side. That's how we separate and figure out who is who. We who need unity will find those who are about action only through our consistent action. There you have it. You know, and that was mainly, I was mainly just saying, I was mainly jumping on here just to say that, yo, I see a lot of people criticizing this young brother, like really criticizing this young brother. You know what I'm saying? Like saying, you know, we waited until he was murdered, brutally murdered in the street. We waited until he was brutally murdered. And like the brother that was murdered in California by the police, we waited until he was murdered and we talking about who he was actually having relations with. Like that shit didn't matter. He was murdered by the police. It didn't matter who he was sleeping with at that time. We would deal with that later. Matter of fact, we ain't even got to deal with that because we can't deal with it because he gone. You know what I'm saying? But the police just murdered him. So let's not take away from the fact that he was just murdered from the police. And I just seen that people were attacking this young brother in depth about mistakes that he made being a 20-year-old. You know, like we forgot that we was 20. We forgot that we was 19, 18. You know, a lot of the things that he was doing when he was 18 and 17, you know, getting locked up for doing stupid stuff. He was going live, doing dumb stuff, you know. And he even said it was dumb stuff. He was doing dumb stuff, you know. And people were judging him and saying that karma got him. I don't believe in karma. I don't believe in karma. Because if karma actually existed, why the white man ain't got his just due yet? Why he ain't got his yet? Why everybody who have done anything against African people ain't got theirs yet? How long do we have to wait? So I don't believe in that karma stuff. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't believe in it. I believe that, hey, should have been gone. He should have been gone. You know, he should have been gone when Elijah Muhammad said in the 70s that he was supposed to have been gone. I mean, it's almost all this time later and he still ain't gone. So that karma stuff, I dig when people say that, karma this and karma that, because I believe that, you know, your actions can create your current condition. You know, your action can create your current condition. Meaning, if I go and steal something from you and you kill me, my actions of stealing from you just cause my death. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. So I don't believe in that thing of karma, of this thing is following you. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm not understanding karma or whatever, but I just don't. Because I believe that the white man should have been got his. Period. His grandchildren should have been, his great-grandchildren should have been got theirs. Period. You know, so what my sister say? She said it's race time karma. If your time permits, you should keep Organic Talk live. We need as much exposure to our efforts. No one else is going to tell the stories and efforts of our liberation. Keep up the good work and talks as if. Man, I appreciate that, sis. I need to get you back on, too. We definitely need to set you back up because I appreciate when sisters, you know, I seen a brother had made a post and said that there's not a lot of sisters that are fighting for liberation. I had to disagree with the brother. I had to disagree because, shit, I named like 20 of them right off the bat. 20 of them. Those in the past and those in the present. So I had to disagree. So it's always good for me or good for us to see black women who can articulate our ills and have solutions. Because a lot of us don't believe that they exist. And they do. So yeah, I definitely, and my sister Keisha, hold up. But yeah, family, I don't want to stay on here too long. I gotta go get my workout in. But definitely July, we will be back up and running with Organic Talk Live. And we will be switching it up a little bit. We most definitely will be switching it up so that we can get more interaction from you. We need more interaction from you. That's how we're going to help grow. I'm not qualified to say that I'm a journalist. I'm not a journalist. I'm not. I just talk, you know. But I'm not a journalist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not qualified to even be speaking. So we want to have more participation with you. We need your participation. You know. But anyway, family, man, y'all have a great rest of your day. And I just got to leave y'all with this. Family, we got to get off our high horse. Don't assume because you have read a few books or you have changed your life that you better than the rest of the people that didn't. Because at some point, you were in the same spot or worse than the people who you feel as though you better than. You know what I'm saying? You were in the same spot or worse. Some of us was crackheads. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful manner because I understand that it's a chemical war being imposed on African people. So, and you were just a victim of that. You know what I'm saying? So some of us was crackheads. Some of y'all sisters and brothers was hoes. Flat out. We just got to keep it 100. Straight out of both draw legs. You know what I'm saying? Some of these brothers was womanizers. Some of these brothers was drug dealers and gangbangers and hated black people and all of that stuff. So we can't, because we done learned some information, feel as though we better than people who have not matured or reached the level of maturity that we have. You still come back down. Come back down. Come back down. You know, you ain't gonna be able to reach the people up here. You got to come back down here. You got to come back down here. This where the people at right here. So I just wanted to leave with that. With that being said, man, y'all have a good rest of your day. Man, send a positive message to somebody you know. Call somebody you know and be like, yo, what's up? I ain't talked to you in a minute. And talk to these youth. Start with your damn family members, your niece and nephews and your cousins and your own damn kids. Talk to them. Ask them what's going on. Ask them what do they know about this brother that was murdered. You know, go listen to some of their music. Anyway, family, peace.